Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Monday, March 2, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, PM says BTL ready to pay former workers 3% interest before CCJ judgment. Floralia co-owner will be National Bus Company CEO, and PM details assistance Belize will provide to Cuba. We'll take our first break and return with the news in detail.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda. It's all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience with a wide range of customer service options. Call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English.
Only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio, 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
At Habet and Abet and Brothers Abet, we've always proudly celebrated Women's Month. This year, we celebrate women keeping the balance at home, at work, and in their communities. That's why all March long, all women receive 15% off store-wide, from paints to plumbing and everything in between. Plus, 20 to 65% off lots more deals on sale and clean.
To making Belize a better place for all our people. Now, therefore, by the power invested in Her Excellency Dame Froila Salam, Governor General, acting on behalf of the Prime Minister, Honorable John Briceño, and on behalf of a grateful nation, we proclaim that the Order of Distinction be vested upon Her Excellency Lily Lee Wen-Shu.
Each activity she worked on has built on the work of her predecessors, bringing visions to reality. As such, this award is a small gesture of acknowledgement and gratitude from the people of Belize to someone who has rendered outstanding and meritorious service to our country. Thank you, Ambassador Lily Lee Wen-Shu, for your dedication to your country, Republic of China, Taiwan, and to ours, Belize.
The medal bestowed on me is the embodiment of our strong partnership. It's a tribute to our spirit of togetherness and our teamwork. This honor belongs to my government and our team Taiwan here in Belize. Dear friends of Belize, what a tremendous honor. Thank you so very much.
We made a picado. And we came in.
I'm a teenager.
Everybody said it was swamp. When we get in here, it was like gold.
Today, you're landowners.
This stuff for we, and we proud of this.
Last week, the Belize Communications Workers for Justice, BCWJ, had written to the Prime Minister as they demand severance payments from Belize Telemedia Limited and interest on that severance. They wrote, quote, "Where some former employees have already received 6% interest on severance payments, equity and fairness require that others in comparable circumstances receive the same treatment," end quote. Today, the Prime Minister stated that BTL is prepared to pay 6% interest from the time of the CCJ judgment, or that's on November 5, 2026, and 3% before that. He urged the former BTL employees to accept the offer. At last week's press conference, BTL did not mention the offer of 3% prior to the judgment.
I believe, though, even though BTL felt that with the payment that they give them at the end of when they stop working, it was inferred that that's part of their severance, but it was never spelled out. I do believe that we need to respect the rights of all of our workers, and our advice certainly to our board members was that that BTL should pay the severance. Why go to court? Might as well settle with them. And they agreed to make that recommendations. It's millions of dollars. It's a lot of money. And they're offering a 3%. Now, the other group now is insisting on 6%. They're saying, BTL is saying, okay, we're prepared to give 6% since the judgment. But going back, we're only prepared to pay 3%. I think it's reasonable. And I urge all the BTL employees to sign up and to get their payments, and so we can close this chapter and move on.
There were hiccups in San Ignacio as the national bus company, NBC, began its first weekday commute. The company went into operation on Sunday. One report indicated that commuters had to wait over an hour and a half this morning to get on a bus. The Minister of Transport, Honorable Louis Zabane, admitted to the teething issues and explained what happened.
Yes, we've had a number of, as you call them, hiccups. That's in some sense kind of natural, where you have operators who stepped out and were not there to ensure that their buses had been on schedule, and so that a couple of those occurred. But I would say for 95% of all the runs went on time, and in that sense, overall, it was a success.
What occurred exactly?
I believe that in San Ignacio, there was a bus missing from a particular time this morning, and we had to scramble and get another bus in place in time, so that the commuters waited about 20 minutes, and then the bus came.
The members of the National Bus Company, NBC, met.
Williams from James, we have Mr. Sergio Chuk from Westline, and then we have Mr. Cod from the North. And Mr. Cod was chosen by the smaller operators. So we have a 7-member board in place now.
Has the CEO been chosen, or the board will now move to higher?
Right. So because we did, that's for them to decide, yes.
What was her position with Florida?
They own the company. Herself and her brother, Marvin Vanze, were the owners of Flora, and they also manage their company.
So it's a transition in a sense. She's leaving one entity to go to the other.
No, because Floralia is now a part of the national company, so she's just within the new organization, right?
Asked about the form to Belize's assistance to Cuba will take, the Prime Minister today stated that the country is to provide cash to Mexico for the purchase of food items. Mexico is already in its second humanitarian aid package to Cuba since the United States tightened the decades-old embargo on Havana and threatened tariffs on countries who would want to assist Cuba with oil.
Well, remember last year we said we were going to provide money to both Jamaica and to Cuba. And we have already managed to give the assistance to Jamaica. With Jamaica, what we did, we just sent the money for them so that they can decide what best they would need. Now with Cuba, what we have to do, and we'll be working with we hope to be able to work with the Mexican government to be able to to buy food and then to be able to send it and to be able to assist the Cuban people.
And there's also Belizean students across here.
The Belizean students we're in constant communications with them, both Minister Fonseca and Minister Bernard. The time when I did a state visit to Cuba, Minister Bernard was with us, and he set up a chat between the students that are studying medicines. So he's in constant communications with them. Pretty much every year on his initiative and other families and myself, we would buy a container load of goods of food that we would send for them for students so they can share. And we'll continue to do that. We're going to ensure that that they are safe, that they have access to food, and if at any time they believe that they want to go home, well, that's on them. But so far, all of the students have been saying that they want to stay in Cuba. They like being there, and they want to continue to stay in university to be able to finish the studies that they've been doing in Cuba.
After the break, BBA says they don't have a rep on the transport board anymore. Stay with us.
El rotavirus es una de las principales causas de diarrea acuosa severa y vómitos en niños. Puede causar deshidratación severa y hospitalizaciones. La buena noticia es que la vacuna contra el rotavirus ya está disponible. Se administra por gotas orales a los 2, 4 y 6 meses de edad. Protege tu bebé. Visite hoy su centro de salud más cercano.
Running a business in Belize and getting an international order? Shipping your products abroad? You can fill out your customs declaration right from the comfort of your home. To access the declaration form online, please visit the following websites. Simply enter your item in the CDS web kiosk to instantly see the landed cost, duties, taxes, and fees. Postage rates can be checked on your rate sheets. Share the landed cost with your customer and finalize the sale in minutes. Once the sale is confirmed, the system generates your declaration identification number, your key to a smooth and fast drop-off. And if you don't have internet access, you can always visit any of our post offices for assistance. Bring your unsealed package and declaration ID to any Belize Postal Service location. Our clerks will verify your items, seal your package, and prepare your declaration, quick and simple. It's fast, simple, reliable. The Belize Postal Service, connecting your business.
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances.
Embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands. Embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz or 8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
everything.
Sea una persona con 3287-32876.
Our Belize City is growing because of continued investment. From rehabilitated streets to expanding neighborhoods, significant investments are improving how our city functions and how our communities live. In the last 2 years alone, more than 250 streets have been rehabilitated, representing almost 30% adjustment was done in 2013. This adjustment simply brings property values closer to today's market reality, while the tax rate itself remains unchanged. Let's break it down. For a vacant property valued at $25,000, we charged an annual 2% rate, which works out to a payment of $500. Under the new assessment, the property value has appreciated by 40%, making the property now worth $35,000. Therefore, the new amount to be paid will be 2% of $35,000, which works out to $700. For an occupied property valued at $25,000, we charged an annual 10% rate, which works out to $2,500. Under the new assessment, the property's value has appreciated by 18%, making the property now worth $29,500. Therefore, the new amount to be paid will be 10% of $29,500, which works out to $2,950. To support property owners, your Belize City Council is encouraging residents to take advantage of the ongoing property tax prepayment incentives. Property owners receive 15% off in January, 10% off in February, and 5% in March. And senior citizens receive a 35% discount year-round. Remember, this adjustment represents an appreciation in your property's worth, not a change in tax rates, ensuring continued investment in your city while providing valuable data for informing investors, municipal bondholders, and individual credit assessments. And we want residents to know the law provides a clear mechanism for review and appeal if needed. Those who believe their valuation does not fairly reflect their property have the right to engage the Belize City Valuation Appeals Board. Your Belize City Council remains committed to openness, accountability, and ensuring that growth is managed fairly for everyone. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Officials from the Ministry of Transport met this afternoon with representatives of the Belize Bus Association. Ahead of the meeting, we asked the President, Philip Jones, if the ministry had already indicated what would be the cost to non-NBC members to use the existing bus terminals. Jones complained that they have not been kept abreast as they should and informed that they no longer have a representative on the Transport Board as they used to. We also got a response from Minister Louis Zabane.
The Bus Association, unfortunately, we do not have a representation, and the transport we are not privy to because we do not have no one sitting on the Transport Board, which I'm the president now. I'm the president would sit up there.
Mr. Shah was there before, right? Though?
Mr. Shah stepped down in 2025 in September, and I was elected as the new president. I had sent letter to the media and to the minister and to the transport board requesting that the members had vote and the executive had vote that they requested me to be a sitting member on the transport board so I can share the information with the bus association. But since then, I have not been privy or allowed the minister of the purview to, or the privilege to assign members to the transport board. And I was told that he was satisfied with who he has sitting at the board at the time. And I am not a sitting member on the transport board since September.
We haven't come to that point yet, but I'm sure we will discuss that with them.
Police are investigating the death of a man in Cowpen, San Juan Stan Creek. He has been identified as Elias Bejarano, who was known as El Jefe and Pia. Bejarano's body was discovered on Saturday with multiple chop wounds. A post on the Village Council's Facebook page in his honor stated, quote, "Rest in peace to a passionate football man, proudly defending the home kit, and most of all his kind, friendly, and always respectful personality. We all know Pia wasn't a trouble man. He always used to hang out with friends and family without causing problems," end quote. Today, ACP Gilberto Romero said police have one suspect in custody and believe the motive may have been robbery.
Upon the arrival, they saw the lifeless body of a male person on the street. He was identified as Elias Bejarano. He was seen with several chop wounds to the body. Investigations that Bejarano was going home from a bar in the area when he was attacked by a male person with a machete. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead on arrival. We have one suspect in custody for this chopping incident.
Do two people know each other?
We do not know. The information we have is that the suspect we have in custody recently came to the village, and so we do not know if they know each other.
Any other suspected motive?
The information we got is that earlier the person attempted to rob a female in the area likewise, so that is what we're looking at.
The suspect or the victim?
The suspect attempted to rob a female.
A Corozal man, 34-year-old John Tesekum, died on Friday afternoon after he lost control of his white 2015 Nissan Rogue SUV and crashed around 3:30 along the Philip Golson Highway between miles 61 and 62 near San Jose Orange Walk. According to reports, Tesekum was attempting to overtake a Toyota 4Runner but lost control of his vehicle, which flipped and landed upside down, partially submerged in water in a ditch. When emergency medical professionals arrived on the scene, he was found unconscious.
Information is that Tesekum was driving the vehicle on a curve when he attempted to overtake a vehicle. He lost control and he crashed into the drain. This matter is under investigation.
A man lost his life and another was left in critical condition after they were knocked down in a hit-and-run accident in Frank's Eddie Cayo. The deceased has been identified as Edgar Estrada and
Reyes. Andrea Reyes was taken into custody pending charges.
Any involvement of alcohol?
We suspect she was under the influence of alcohol, so a sample was taken and it will be forwarded to the forensic laboratory.
In other news, Honduras last week announced it would end its agreement to employ Cubans medical professionals as Washington increases pressure on Havana by cutting its revenue sources. Despite swearing not to in recent weeks, other Caribbean and Latin American nations have moved to phase out or reduce Cuba's medical personnel due to similar pressure. Along with tourism, Cuba's medical missions are one of the nation's primary sources of foreign exchange. In 2023, according to figures from the Cuban government, some 24,000 health professionals were employed in 56 nations. Honduran officials said nearly 130 Cuban doctors and nurses will leave the country after their 2-year contract ended last week. They added that clinics and hospitals run by Cubans would keep functioning until a full transition to Honduran doctors is possible. It has been reported that Cuban medical missions generated $6.3 billion in revenue in 2018 and $3.9 billion in 2020, with Venezuela compensating for medical personnel through oil. But the program is shrinking as the U.S. administration under President Donald Trump ramps up the pressure on Cuba. Cuba and Honduras had increased cooperation during the term of leftist Honduran President Xiomara Castro. That changed after Trump's ally, right-wing President Nasri Asfura, won the November elections. Guatemala announced in February it would phase out its reliance on Cuban doctors. Paraguay, the Bahamas, and Guyana have also announced their intention to do the same. After the break, Hattieville tomb broken into, police seeking one suspect. Stay tuned.
Hello, I am Dr. Rosado, a pediatrician, and today I want to talk to parents about rotavirus and how we can protect our children. Rotavirus is a virus that causes severe water, diarrhea, and vomiting. This can lead to severe dehydration and may require hospitalization if not treated promptly. The good news is that diarrhea caused by rotavirus is preventable by vaccines. The vaccine is safe, effective, and available at all nearest health centers. It is given in drops orally at 2, 4, and 6 months of age. Protect your child against severe diarrhea. Visit your nearest clinic today.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay?
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria, con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente. Ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible, para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m., en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda is all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Benwick Equipment Parts Service.
Having my own home, my own home, and that's mine. For my kids, I know I love the bush and stuff like that. I like the plant, right? So now I can come up, relax myself, enjoy myself, away from the city, no noise, you know what I mean? A heartfelt thank you for having me here today, not only for receiving my brand new home, but also to be a proud first-time homeowner under the MIDH in Harmonyville.
She's very lucky and very blessed to have a home right now in Harmonyville. A lot of people want homes right now. A lot of people applying, and we know the list long. So congrats to her. Man, we very excited. We've been dialoguing with the minister and MIDH for quite some time now, in regards not just to housing but roads and infrastructure, and they've been very cooperative so far. So hats off to the minister and the teams involved.
This is a community developed by Big Air in the past. I don't know if you've heard of that. We are trying our best to be able to cooperate with them to be able to make sure that the community flourishes. Now that the house is here, you will realize that you have to have roads and everything to get here. So we are in communication with them. I think it's a positive project.
A man, Lorenzo Smith, is in critical condition after being shot multiple times on Saturday morning. Around 6:30 a.m., Ladyville police responded to reports of a man with apparent gunshot wounds. Smith was seen near Maypen Bridge, which is off the Philip Golson Highway in Belize Rural North. Smith, who was bleeding, was observed with gunshot wounds to his back, right wrist, and on his right side. ACP Alberto Romero told the media that police have not yet identified a motive.
Information is that someone was passing in the area by a bridge when they saw Lorenzo Smith with the injuries. Smith was taken for treatment, where he is listed in a critical condition at the KHMH. We are following up several leads, but no one has been detained in regards to this shooting.
Do the police have a reason why?
We do not know. We took some time to identify him. His father came there afterwards and identified him. They only have information that he was in the village, and then he was found with the gunshot injuries.
A Hattieville family has reported to police that their loved one's tomb at the Hattieville Cemetery, which was sealed on Saturday, was discovered on Sunday morning to have been damaged. The leader of the PIV gang in Belize City, 46-year-old Edwin Drive Flowers, died on Sunday evening in Key Cocker after suffering multiple strokes. According to reports, Flowers was fishing near Blue Zen Resort when the boat experienced mechanical issues and the crew attempted to fix it. Shortly after, Flowers suffered a stroke while on the vessel, and someone on board administered CPR and he regained consciousness. Before they got to shore, however, he suffered a second stroke. He was rushed to the Key Cocker Health Center, where he was pronounced dead after 6. His body was transported to the KHMH morgue, where it awaits a post-mortem examination. ACP Alberto Romero told the media that police do not suspect foul play.
Upon arrival, they saw that a male person was being taken to the clinic for medical treatment. They visited the clinic, where they saw a male person identified as Edwin Flowers in distress. Thereafter, he was pronounced dead. Post-mortem examination will be conducted. Initial investigation is that Edwin Flowers was on a vessel when the vessel had mechanical problems. Thereafter, he was seen in distress. He was taken to the split. Thereafter, taken to the clinic for medical attention.
So no foul play will be suspected?
Not at this time. Post-mortem will be done.
Or was there any sign of like damage to the boat, or was it just?
There was a slight fire on the engine.
A woman is recovering after being shot in a jungle area of Belize City around 10 on Friday night. According to reports, 25-year-old Celestina Zetina was playing poker with a group near the basketball.
Motive?
We do not have a motive at this time. They were playing games, and this person just came and fired shots towards the crowd.
So you're unsure if she was the target?
We do not know. There were several persons in the area at the time.
And 2 Belize City traffic wardens were reportedly robbed of a money bag with an undisclosed amount of money around 6:30 on Friday evening. The wardens told police they had just parked in front of Belize Bank to make a cash deposit when they were approached by a man from the driver's side of the vehicle. The man, who was wearing a helmet, pointed a weapon at the station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.